Morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning. We made it back down to downtown Willemstad, Curacao. And I wanted to show you the boats here in the harbor. These are all Venezuelan fishermen, and they go out, they fish, and then they live on their boats and come into the harbor here in Curacao and sell their fish. The ones way down there are vegetable guys. These guys along here are all fishermen, and so we're gonna go over there and see if we can find some fish and some vegetables and see how that goes. Hopefully it'll go well. All right, now we're kind of in front of the boats, and you can see their big tray of fish up here that they're selling there. Busy place. There's some fish. All right, we'll go down here and see if we can talk to this guy and see if we can buy some fish. All right, so we did it. We got some fish. We don't know what it is, but it was the Venezuelan fisherman. What do you say, maho? Maho or something? I don't know. We couldn't tell what he was saying. But there it is. It's, I don't know, two and a half pounds or so, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to pack it up on some ice. All right, so now we're just kind of in the shopping district. And believe it or not, it is not a cruise ship day. A lot of people out, though. Found it. We were looking for the Crocs store because we love our Crocs. Hey guys, we're downtown still. This is the floating bridge. This is the main waterway into the main harbor in Willemstad, Curacao. And this bridge that you see is closing is a pedestrian footbridge, and it floats, and they open it by swinging it open or closed. And right now, obviously, they are closing it. We'd heard about this bridge, and actually I thought it was a lot smaller. It's quite big, probably 30, 40 feet across. There it goes. Morning, guys. It's us again. How's the beard looking? Huh? Pretty sexy, eh? So we're at another supermarket and checking out a bunch of supermarkets today. See where to shop in Curacao. Rented a car, obviously, again. And outside the supermarket door is a food cart, and he is selling a typical Dutch tasty treat, which is a sandwich with pickled herring, onions, and tomatoes. Pickles. I'm sorry. Wait. Let me start over. Pickled herring, tomatoes, and pickles. Crap. Okay. Let me start over again. Pickled herring, onions, and pickles, and bread. Anyway, we're gonna check it out. It's something that you typically can't get in the U.S. So the guy said it was a very typical Dutch treat. So we'll let you know how it goes. Hey guys, still in Curacao. We'll be here another 6 or 8 weeks. We're gonna head into the grocery store now. We think we found a closer grocery store. It's about 1.5 kilometers whatever that is. But I've had this epiphany about beards. I thought I would grow a beard. I tried after I retired and it didn't go well. And I have to say this time hasn't gone well either. I don't like it. I appreciate beards. I think beards look good. For some guys, beards are fantastic. For me, I don't like it. It's irritated my lip. I've got this horrible blister now. See? And it itches all the time. I brush my teeth and I have to like work to get the toothpaste out of it. I don't like it. I'm gonna probably keep it another couple of weeks just because I've suffered this much. I might as well suffer a little bit more just to see what happens. But I don't know. I mean, I look good, obviously, right? Handsome, you know, like a devil. But I don't know. It's just not comfortable. It's not. Hey guys, Bearded Weirdo update today. It's a few days before Sam gets here from Christmas break. December 5th, I think it is. So yesterday we went to town with our rental car, went to DHL, had a great sandwich, which we showed you. But at DHL we had two things. Probably the easiest to show you is our new wind generator. It's called a Silent Wind. There it is. So we're going to put that on the back of the boat because with the 12-volt refrigeration, we're using more battery than I need to, or than I want to. And we have to run the main generator about 3 hours a day to keep up on the batteries. And that's just a little bit too much. I'd like to keep it down around hour and a half a day to conserve fuel and conserve wear and tear. So that will generate electricity and charge up our batteries when the wind is blowing. If it's not blowing, then it won't do that, of course, which we'll have to either run the big generator or the Honda to do that. The other big project is our water maker. So the way this works, each of these pressure vessels has a membrane in it, and the membrane is a super fine material that's wound like this around, and the water basically comes in over here. Water comes in over here and goes through the membrane. Fresh water, after the salt's removed, comes out of the membrane like this, and then the salt water comes out of these holes over here, and then it gets over to this inlet. Actually, that's the outlet, but you get the idea. It goes through the second membrane over here, same process happens, and then fresh water comes out here, and fresh water comes out of here as well. So the problem is that these membranes are super sensitive to a lot of things, like oil, that sort of stuff. Chlorine will ruin them. We replaced this one in St. Martin not that long ago, in fact a year ago, and it's starting to go bad. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some black stuff in here, and somehow we must have gotten something bad, and it just causes it to not produce as clean a water as it needs to. The other one, this nipple on the other one, actually broke, so it wasn't producing any good water. So we have two new ones over here, so we're going to put those in and hook it back up and hopefully have a lot of good water. Alright, I know you've all been waiting for hours to find out whether or not the water maker works. Actually, now that I think about it, you're only going to wait a few seconds. But for us, it's been hours. It's just about evening time. Started the generator, which is working okay. And fired up the water maker. Back here, it's a bit of a mess because the air conditioner sat here, but it went gunny bags. So as soon as we kind of figure out what kind of air conditioner we're going to get, I'm going to organize those lines and wires a little bit better. Anyway, there's the two pressure vessels under there. High pressure pump, pumping about 800 psi. So water goes in here through that through that vessel, around the back of the second vessel around the back, and then through here. And this is our flow meter over here, showing about 38, 39 gallons an hour. Working good. Pretty happy about that. The idea next is to take these control panels, which is kind of a bummer because I have to get under the sleeping bed here. So I'm going to move those control panels over to here on the front, and I'm going to set it back like that switch is set back, so that when people crawl up into bed they don't step on the controls, which is why we didn't put it here in the first place. But that's for another day. Alright, that's the report for now. Hope you're all doing good. Sarah just made some amazing soup and toasted cheese sandwich. Dinner of champions. Anyway, there she is doing dishes. Good job, you. Alright, ta-ta for now.